Hey everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do another reading. And I wanted to do a reading for you guys, a collective reading on the full moon in Libra. So the full moon in Libra today or tomorrow, depending where you are in the world, it's the 5th and the 6th. So hi Sunny. So let's see what the energy is for everybody for this full moon. And the full moon in Libra is about um, it's a very emotional moon, or it can be. It can be about getting your balancing out your emotions, balancing out your head and your heart. And it's also, Libra's ruled by the planet Venus. And Venus is all about that. It's that divine feminine love. So that all encompassing love, that unconditional love. So there could be stuff going on with connections or with, starting or ending connections or relationships. It could be made clear to you, really who's like coming into your life, who's going out of your life at this time. And so there could be a lot of changes with that, really trying to balance yourself out. But let's see what the collective message is. So for everybody, Two of Cups. Yeah. So about connections, this can also, Two of Cups is it can be also about decisions in your connections, kind of what I was just saying with that. But the Two of Cups is about connecting with other people in an emotional way. So yeah, definitely highlighting the connections. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So possibly an opportunity with a new connection, some sort of new opportunity. And not only this, it's going to be an emotional opportunity, but also this is a physical world stability type of opportunity at this time. We have the Six of Cups. Sunny, excuse me. We have the Six of Cups. So this is thinking about your past. I feel like there's some sort of decision within your connections, like I just said, that has to deal with your past, has to deal with your, what you want, what makes you happy in life as far as connections. You're kind of reevaluating, or you may be reevaluating what you are really looking for in connections, and how you can, create that for yourself in a stable way in the physical world. What else do we have for everybody for this full moon in Libra? Whoa, we had three come out. So we had the Six of Swords was first. And then we had the Eight of Pentacles. And then we had the Page of Pentacles. So what I'm getting with this, since these all kind of came out together, I'm getting that there's you're recognizing there's something you're moving on from. There's something you want to work on, but you also understand that there's maybe could be trauma from your past that you're needing to kind of heal, or you're needing to take a different kind of approach to it, a different look to it. Let's see what else for everybody. We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I think you're moving on because you know your worth, you know your value, you know what you want, and you want someone to kind of match that energy. Look, we have the Lovers on the back. Sorry about the glare. Sunny, come on. I'm sorry you can't see the cards. I'll hold them up when I talk about them. What else for full moon in Libra for everybody? What else do we have for full moon in Libra for everybody? We have Justice, which is the Libra card. So yeah, like I said, you're trying to balance out. I feel like there's something new coming in, a new opportunity that you've kind of been manifesting, but you also are kind of very aware that you really have to be balanced about this. You have to make a good balanced decision, a good ethical decision for yourself. You're really at this place where it's kind of things are getting real here, and you're recognizing that if something doesn't change, you're going to have these same trauma patterns or these same, maladaptive patterns from the past that haven't worked well for you. Um, let's see what else we have. What else do we have? The Three of Swords. Yeah, because, okay, so in this row here, this last row, or column or whatever, this last column here, I'm really getting a sense that the past has been painful. You have this shame, anger, and sadness from the past, this harsh truth, this heartbreak, this pain from the past. And you do have good memories from the past. It's not like that's all there is, but I feel like you're kind of recognizing this on a different level, because we do have the Six of Swords, you're wanting to move away from this now. We have the Ten of Wands on the back. So I feel like this has been kind of stressful for you, kind of a burden, maybe even feel a little bit burnout. I feel like a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis, not just with these readings, but, I work in the physical world, as a healer person. So, a lot of people have been feeling this burnout recently. There's something going on where, things just haven't been working. The way that we're doing it is not working, and so it's time for a change. So yeah, you're looking at your connections. You're looking at what has been working. What do you like about your connections? But then you're also in the same way of looking at what do you need to move away from, and doing this in the name of your self-worth, of what you deserve, of who you are as a person. How someone could match your energy is kind of what I'm seeing here. Um, and so that's kind of where you're at with this. I do see also that you're, whatever you're moving away from, that there's something you need to work on as far as this childhood trauma that's come out. There's something about things have been moving slowly, but it's not just moving slowly. It's also you're really needing to come to terms with, and I think that you are, how your behavior has been impacted by your trauma. And that's something that's a really interesting topic. And unfortunately, it's a very new topic right now in the field of psychology and counseling. But it's this topic of we always want to look at people's behavior, and then we put these behavior plans in place that don't work. And the reason they don't work is because they're not behavioral issues. I mean, they look like behavioral issues, but if you go a level deeper, they really are trauma responses. And so that's kind of what you're seeing, is that you're I need to change my behavior. Why am I behaving this way? What do I need to move on from? You're recognizing this trauma. It's you're awakening to this trauma. That's so beautiful. And to get this new beginning, one of the things you need to do in your behavior is you need to balance yourself out. You need to get clear on what you want. You need to get clear on what victory looks like to you. You need to balance yourself out, and you need to kind of be okay with maybe not knowing everything or being able to see everything. That's part of this healing process. This person has this purple curtain, and purple is about healing. It's about self-empowerment. It's also associated with the third eye chakra, intuition. And so you're really recognizing that you can have intuition and stuff, but you really need to be okay with the fact that you're not always going to know the outcome. And I feel like you're recognizing that you need to, there's something about your behavior that relates to your inner child, that relates to these trauma wounds that you have. So that's so beautiful. And so you're well, what do I do? And you're telling yourself, you're well, what do I need? This is needs, not approval. Queen of Cups is going to be focusing on her needs. She's not seeking approval. She's what do I need to heal? What do I need to be whole? What do I need to feel wholehearted about my life? And so that's why you're well, I know I have this pain, I know I have this trauma from my past, but I really need to figure out how I can balance that out with my emotions so that it doesn't affect my behavior here with this Eight of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful, you guys. And so you're recognizing, like, what do you need, first of all? What isn't working, and what do you need to move away from? And this is stressful. It has been stressful. It's a lot. This is a lot to take on. It's not like, you know, I even talk about it like it's like super easy and stuff, but it's easier to talk about than it is to do, right? This is like something that really is hard for a lot of people, and we don't really approach it correctly. We don't really approach it with empathy or compassion in this culture. Um, but this is amazing. This is healing. This is healing right here, and this is how you do it. It's really hard. It's really stressful. It hurts, and it sucks. Um, but this is so beautiful. I love this for you guys. I think this is beautiful, and I think this is absolutely perfect for this Libra full moon. Because what you're going to find with this is that in healing all this stuff, you're actually going to end up healing, you're actually going to end up healing your connections, your relationships. Because that's how much trauma affects people, is it's in our connections with others, it's in our relationships with others. And so the ability to kind of like feel that safety to actually do this work, that's like totally amazing. So let me see if I want to take anything else. I'm going to take some wisdom, and then I'll probably take a chakra to see if there's any like blockages. But from what I'm seeing right now, it looks like you're clearing, if there were any blockages, it looks like you have been successful in maybe like clearing those blockages. But let's see if there's anything else. What does everyone need to know for this full moon in Libra? What does everyone need to know? We have attachment. Yeah, this is part of trauma. This is like being, putting on that persona. It's like thinking that you have to be somebody different because of your past, because of, these inner child wounds or these trauma wounds. I'll take the one that flipped over, but not these. Patience. Yeah, it's about divine timing, having patience with yourself through the process. There's like, I'm just drawn to like, there's this beautiful angel, and she has like a clock in the center of her. And so just really being mindful of yourself, that like, you're on your own timeline. Everybody heals at their own pace. There's no like, we can't put like a deadline on these things, or, anything like that. We have healer of the ages. Yeah, healing again. Healing that solar plexus heart chakra, and then walking away, similar to this Six of Swords energy. What do you need to walk away from? Because she's going into the light. This lady's walking into the light here. And then cornucopia. It's like you can have everything you want. You just need to know what that is and stay on track with it. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. So let me take some. I'm going to take Chakra card and see if there's anything else that comes out. Completion. Yeah, you're releasing something. I always see the death card in this image just because, you could see that she's like lost someone very special to her, very near and dear to her heart. But you see the sun coming up. The sun's coming up, and she's going to get it back. She's going to, it's like relieving almost in a way. It's very painful, but it's relieving at the same time. Victim. This is a heart chakra. This is sacral chakra, and this is a heart chakra. So this is like, you're not going to play victim. You're just going to heal whatever it is that you need to heal with this inner child. We had, this is my inner child card. You're going to heal whatever healing needs to be done. You're not going to take on this victim role, you may have, I love this imagery because like it's kind of like the acorn doesn't fall too far from the tree kind of thing, which is so true about trauma. We just grow up knowing what we know, and that's why we can't be victims because we didn't learn anything else. But it's okay now that we know, we can learn something else, you know? It's beautiful. And then abundance. Yeah, definitely abundance. This is your solar plexus chakra. This is like being innovative, being creative, being courageous. This is like, I think of like Brene Brown's wholeheartedness with this image. If you see, like, the guy's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just lost all that. And the little girl's like figuring, she's like, I'm just gonna figure out how to do it, you know? And the guy's like freaking out about it with the beer and everything. And she's like, no, I got this, you know? So it's kind of like having that self efficacy, that self sufficiency of doing it. And then we have complacency. This is root chakra. This is your trauma response right here. You're not feeling it. Why? Because trauma work is hard. It's so hard, it's so painful, it's so grueling, it takes forever. You know, you can't put, like I said, you can't put a timestamp on it. You can't put, you know, you can't say, here's the deadline, I want to be done with my healing. Nope, doesn't work that way. But this is so beautiful because I see you healing your connections with this. I see you need to be ethical to yourself. That's a big thing I'm seeing. Ethical to yourself. I saw the lovers, so ethical in your communication too. In fact, we have the lovers underneath here. So communication, ethical in your communication, and then you're healing these one, two, three, four, the first chakras, because one, two, three, four. Those are your first chakras that you're healing. So this is beautiful. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. I hope this full moon is good to you, and I hope that you, you know, are able to be on this healing path because this is so beautiful. I see like such great opportunities coming in for whoever this is resonating for. This is so beautiful. So much abundance coming in. So just get through this last little part. The last leg is the hardest, right? And you're going to feel a lot more confident in yourself, a lot more loving to yourself, a lot more stable in your energy. So I appreciate you guys stopping by today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.